Hi, and welcome to my monthly live show that I put on for my patrons who pledge $5 or more per video. Hi, and as always, I'm going to start with prizes, and that's why you should be here on time, because you have 20 minutes to get here. Shame on you. Yay, live show and prizes! Yay! Okay, so I'm going to be doing my best to read everybody in the chat so that people watching it later have some sort of context to what I'm talking about. Anyway, today I'm giving away the usual prizes, which are a sticker that I only give out during these live shows. This one, which says ear to ear. This one, which is my little Softly Galoshes brain. And then this one, which is left side, right side. Isn't that nice? And if you win a sticker, they will be sent to you with a little tiny note that I will write for you. And you can choose this one, mint color, or this one. Yeah, good. And for a second prize, there won't be a sticker, but I will just send you a note for one of these things. So I hope you like that. And so anybody who wants to be in the drawing for the stickers, please make yourselves be known right now. Andrew, Philip, Max, and David. And I already said Andrew and Max was the stickers, and then Tom, and then Angus says he won everything, so he's not included. Is everybody? Andrew, Philip, Max, David, and Tom. Is that everybody? Hmm? Hmm? Going once? Going twice? Cool. Let me open up the random number generator. Thank you for finishing my search, Google. Number between 1 and 5. Ding! And the winner is... I'm doing a drum roll in my hand. There we go. Chair. Chair makes noise better. That's a sentence. Cool. So the winner is Philip. Yay! Yay! So don't forget to send me an email with what sticker that you want and which one of these little, they're not stationary, but which one of these note cards you want. Which one would you like? Let me know. You can also say right now just so that I can see. So Max says, don't be modest, Angus, get a collection, because Angus admitted himself. And then Philip was like, sure. Angus says he can't be greedy. And then Philip won. And then everyone's like, congrats, Philip, thanks. Congrats, congratulations. Cool. So which one do you want? Do you know which one you want yet? Like, send me an email so that I don't get it wrong. But do you know which one you want? Do you? Do you know? Do you know which one you want? Huh? Huh? The mint envelope one. But no, you need the stickers. That's the whole point. You won a sticker. That is what you won. I just dropped them. That's how much I care about these stickers. Unless you don't want a sticker. And then in which case you shouldn't have signed up for a sticker. And then I can, instead of giving the next person just a letter, I could give them the sticker instead. Would you like someone else to get the sticker instead? And everybody's like, give up the sticker. Okay, so Philip doesn't get the sticker. Wow. You come into my live show. Okay, so Philip won just a letter with the mint one. Make sure to send me an email. softlygaloshes@gmail.com. Yeah. Okay, so who wants to be the person who wins just a letter? Or not the letter, the sticker, because I already... Cool, I'm on it today. Who wants to win the sticker? And like, make sure you actually want the sticker. Matt wants one. Andrew wants one. Dun, 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 dun. Tom wants one. David wants one. Andrew was just waving, it doesn't count. Someone was like, me, and then me, please. And then Andrew's like, hi. What up? Hi. Andrew says he wants one. Well, it's too late, Andrew. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I have Max, Andrew, Tom, and David. Does anybody else want to win the sticker? Anybody? I'm pretty sure that's everybody here. So, cool. A number between 1 and 4. And the winner is Andrew! Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Cha! Yay! Okay, so what sticker do you want? Because maybe you'll actually appreciate them. I'm just kidding. Waving does work. I'm so sorry. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Left side, right side. So is that the last one? You've collected all of them? You've collected all of them. That's cool. You should give somebody else a chance. I'm just kidding. You're allowed to win as many as you want. Is that good that you want this one? Is this the one that you want? Cool. Send me an email. Don't forget. Don't forget. Also, which one of these do you want? Do you want stripes or like hearts? Do you want stripes or hearts? You have a full set, 3 stickers, a selfie, and a video. You get like a Galoshes Pokemon badge. Yep. Don't forget to send me an email or it won't with your address and remind me what sticker / what little card thing you want. Let me know. Also, if there's anything in particular that you want me to talk to you about or write you about in the letter, let me know. I usually just kind of write something simple, but if you want something more specific, like affirmations or a love confession, I'm not going to confess my love to you, but you could ask. I'll say no, but you can ask. Yeah. Okay. Hearts. I already have the stripy cards. Cool. Did you ever get the first ones? The first ones I got that were like this black and white, like fancy pattern thing. Ran out of those, but those were the first ones. They're vintage, softly galoshes prizes. Must have been too late. It's okay. Oh, right. So, and this time I have stamps for both US and global stamps. So, cool. I won't have it delayed this time. It's on my to-do list with my thing. I was going to take this off, but it looks way nicer with it on. You can't really tell. This is actually a really nice pale pink color. But it's a pad folio, which is totally a word. And this is how I was doing really, really well for like 3 weeks, and then the last week I just kind of like lost motivation. But then today I'm doing pretty well. I already coded for 15 minutes today, and I'm doing a lecture right now. Then I'll get the prizes, and then I have to read because I have to remind myself to read, or I just don't read, and then I'm just not reading, and everybody knows that's not as good as I wish that I was doing. And then I have to go over my Spanish vocab that I set for myself. So isn't that nice? You can rip these off, and then when I'm out, they're stuck in a little pocket, so I can put a new one in, and then this is also a pocket. Isn't that nice? I got it from Target for like, I don't know how much it was. How much was it? I don't know. Oh, I remember that I didn't know how much it cost because I had to go and scan it because it doesn't have a price on it, so remember that much. Yeah. Yeah, organized. I definitely don't have like crowns and like various pens and lip gloss on my desk. Absolutely not. No, I am organized. Completely. Andrew says did their Spanish vocab today for the first time in months. That's cool. I have this Spanish word a day email list that gives me a word, obviously, and then it uses it in the various ways that you can use a word, because obviously a word can sometimes be used in different contexts to mean different things. So it'll give me a couple of sentences to use it in and like a picture, and then the thing is like, do you remember these words from the past? And I'm like, I haven't even been subscribed to you for that long to remember something from January. I'm so sorry. So anyway, I have like 5 emails that I've ignored. Like I said, the past week I was terrible. So yeah, today I have 2 options for you of how we're going to spend the live show. And everybody is going to have to vote. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people here. So I kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people here. No. So everybody's going to have to vote, which means that there is going to be a majority. There cannot be a split. So your options are categories, or I will read to you from one of my favorite books. Which would you prefer? Bum, 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 bum. Andrew says that they have an app on their phone, Duolingo. Yeah, I haven't used Duolingo much, but I didn't particularly like it. But yes, the book it's called The Great Good Thing by Roderick Townley, and it is a beautiful, amazing book about storybook characters who live in a storybook and how they eventually interact with the reader and cross into her dreams and survive fires. And it is actually really unique and really beautiful, and I really love this. Yeah, I would read from it, and I would try to read slowly. How did you escape? Why are you here? The kitten is here. You were in the room. You're not supposed to be out here. What are you doing? What are you doing? How did you get out? What did you do? Who did you kill? Okay, I guess it's alright. Okay. That's happening. Max says they need a break from categories. So we have Tom votes for categories. So we have one vote for categories and one vote for reading. One for categories. Angus votes for categories. Andrew votes for categories. Oops, I put on the wrong one. Andrew votes for categories. Yep, those are some buttons. You like playing with buttons? I guess you do. Keep having to cover myself. And then Jordan votes for categories. So we have... Are we missing one person's vote? Wow, you just like attacked my face. You can get down. Punishment. Yeah, pretty much. How do I spell categories? I think that you spelled it correctly. Categories. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wasn't there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Did somebody not vote? I mean, it's going to be categories, but weren't there supposed to be 7 votes? There's only 6 votes. Did I miss somebody? Oh well. Anyway, there's literally no way that I could win. So the person who didn't vote, a vote for nothing is a vote for categories at this point. So let's place categories. And I just realized that I didn't take pictures. Oops, I just bumped the table. I didn't take pictures of the cards because I wasn't exactly sure if I was going to do categories. So let me just do that real quick. Let me do that, and you can play amongst yourselves. Is that the game we played last time? It is. And I'm going to scream, it's stressful. It's pretty stressful. It's actually really fun, but it can be stressful. Let's see. What list do we want today? You guys want to help me decide on the lists? You can see if something is interesting. Or do you want me to keep it a surprise so it's like super fair? Mm-hmm. Cool. How about this one? How about this one? Yeah, cool. I'll pick that one. List 3. And then, who's on the back? Is the back a good one? Kinds of dances, gifts, presents, sure. And then we'll do list 4. And then, are you playing with the stickers? The stickers, you cause a lot of problems, kitten. You cause a lot of mayhem. You were supposed to be in the other room. Why are you not in the other room? Why? I'm gonna put him in the other room. I'm so sorry. Let me just. Okay. Alright. Hey. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to take care of my child. Alright. This last list here. Sure, why not? Why not that one? Of all the things that it could be. Look at my really great phone case that's not falling apart. You guys haven't said anything in a while. You can talk, you know. You have the ability to type. Okay. Taking a picture of the lists that I should have done ahead of time, but I forgot. I ran out of time. Cool. Picture. No jumping on the timer sounds. No. I cannot promise that. It's funny because I actually can see how much time is left, and I still scream. Doo doo boo doo boo boo. Okay. Tom says no, and Philip says we can talk. Yes. Yes, you can talk. Are these pictures blurry? No, they're good. Now I just need to send myself an email so that I can put them on Imgur.com, whatever the hell that website is pronounced. Always jump when I jump. Tom also jumps when I jump to the thing. Well, you know what? That sounds like a personal problem to me. I'm just kidding. I know, I scream every time, so I'm sorry. Attach another file. Attach a third file. Attached all of the files. An email to myself. Did you know that you can send yourself a message on Facebook? That is something that I realized that you can do. Sometimes I'll send Chris messages when I'm trying to fall asleep and I should be asleep and I don't want to turn the light and open up a diary or whatever, and I'm like, oh my god, I have a really good idea for a video, and so I'll send him a message on Facebook, like, note to self, you can send yourself a message. Did you know that? This is the Power Rangers theme? I don't know. It might have been. Do, 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 do. I feel like it was also in a commercial that has nothing to do with that, like possibly an insurance commercial. Yeah, you can send yourself emails, but you can send yourself a message on Facebook. It reminds me of the days of AOL Instant Messenger where I could write to myself and then it would like bling, and it would just like double have the message, and I'd be like, use that, bling, how dare you, bling. Sounds good. Da, 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 da. Yeah, you're cool. Oh my god, you too, bro. Yeah, so let me do the thing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but hopefully I am vaguely entertaining. And then I go onto this website. I'm pretty sure that I have it from an insurance commercial that I watched on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with that. I don't think it was the Power Rangers thing, unfortunately. Browse my computadora. Okay. I need you to rotate clockwise. I need you to rotate clockwise, and you also need to rotate clockwise. Cool beans. Upload these files, I command you. If I have a short attention span, you get the sound and think, cool, someone, oh, it's just me. Yeah. It's like exactly that. You'll send yourself an email or whatever it is, and you're like, bling, and you're like, whoa, someone likes me, click, 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 and it's like, no, I don't even like myself. It might be the Priceline jingle. It might be. That might be it. Anyone here played Categories before? I'm pretty sure everybody here has played Categories before. Does anybody not play Categories or needs me to explain the rules again? I might just explain them anyway to anybody who's watching this later and it's like, what the heck is going on? What are you talking about? Yeah. So, everybody was here in the last stream. I'm pretty sure that is true. Okay, so, should we go with list 3, 4, or 6? Inside of this picture, one of these pictures is blurry, but you can still see what it says. You guys should vote. You don't know what's on them yet, but 3, 4, or 6. Angus is 6. We have one vote for 6. 6. 3. We have 2 for 6 and 1 for 3. 3. I look like I'm, yeah, 3. Ready for the list that we're going to use for categories? 3, 4, or 6. We have 2 for 6 and 3 for 3. Let's just do list 3 since everybody is so excited about it. Cool. Image address. Phone, you go over there. Oh, I didn't expect it to go this way. See, it's like this is what you usually use. I expected it to go this way, but it does not do that. Okay. What do I need that I haven't done anything about yet? Oh, this. Okay, so for people who are watching this later or anyone who needs a reminder, Categories, which looks like this, is a game where there are a list of different kinds of categories, hence the categories in the words categories, and you roll this to choose a letter, and then while this timer goes, you have to figure out something that, matches these categories that start with that letter for every single one. The way that you win points is that when we go over everybody's answers, if you have a unique answer that no one else has chosen, you get a point. If you wrote nothing, you don't get a point, and if you write something that other people wrote, none of the people who wrote that get a point. So sometimes it is very easy, and sometimes it is incredibly difficult. So I'm going to roll this. I would give everybody else the turn to roll, but that is impossible. I guess I could find an alphabet generator, but I'm not going to do that. S. S as in Scotland, as in categories, as in other things that start with S. Okay, does everybody know the letter S? S? People know the alphabet? You get the list? You do get the list. Ready? Here's the list. I sent a link in the chat. I'm going to start up this timer, but I'm not going to start it yet. So everybody's ready. The letter is S. I'm going to use a pink pen. S. What I like to do is that on my piece of paper, also make sure that you have a pencil and paper. I didn't say that, but I figured you guys were prepared since you played this before. What I like to do, because sometimes in the past I've made the mistake that when we move on to a new list, in my brain I'm still thinking of the last letter, and so I write down all of my answers with the wrong letter, because I get all of them wrong, and I'd be like, and everyone's going over their answers, and I'm like, this was a really good one, but it's for the wrong letter. So I like doing this, where I just put S on everything. That helps. So everybody let me know when you are ready. Angus is ready. I'm ready. Tom is ready. Who else is ready? Nobody else is ready. We're waiting on you guys. Jordan is ready. Andrew is ready. Philip is ready. Max is ready. Pretty sure that's everybody. Cool. So I'm going to start this now. And I'm going to not have it close to the microphone because it's incredibly loud. So... This is a lot easier. Timer's almost done. Almost done. Yeah, this one's a lot easier than the past one. Oh god, there's like a few seconds left. Done! Everybody stop! Let me know that you've stopped. I didn't jump. That's because I was looking at it so that I was prepared. Because I had one more answer and I kept like, cool. Max says, oh no, my stupid brain. Angus says, pen is down, but that's not what I read the first time. Andrew says they missed 3, and then Philip says the brain was very slow. I actually got one for every single thing this time. It was a lot easier. I was feeling pretty good, actually. A lot of times I have like 7 missing. Tom says that they're awful at this game. All right, let's go. That's some really positive feedback. Jordan, you didn't say anything earlier, but you did not give me your address for the prize last time, so make sure to do that. Yeah. Cool. So number 1 was articles of clothing. I put skort. Max and Andrew both put scarf, so they don't get points. Philip put stockings. Angus put sweatshirt. Tom put sweater. David put skirts. And Jordan, did you have an answer? Yeah, wait, Tom and you? No, sweatshirt's different from a sweater. A sweatshirt is kind of like a hoodie, and then like a sweater is like, you know, like a jumper. Jordan has nothing. Okay, so Max and Andrew cancel each other out. I get a point for skirts because I knew that skirt was too simple, so I had to get a little bit more specific. So I get 1. Yay! Cool. Number 2, desserts. I put strawberry mousse. Andrew put sundae. Angus put souffle. Tom has nothing. Max also put souffle. David put shortbread. Jordan put sundae, and then Philip did strudel. So I get 1, Philip gets 1, David gets 1. I think everybody else canceled each other out, so I am doing really well. Making me feel good about myself. Oh no. Yeah. But Max, it's better than putting nothing. It's better to put something that other people write down than nothing, because if you put nothing, you don't get a point. But if you put something that other people did, you prevented from other people getting a point as well. So you should feel proud. Yeah, hearts and things. There's like a bunch of different ways to do hearts. There's like this, and then there's like this, and then there's like this. This one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. Yeah. So the third one is car parts. I put seatbelt. Andrew put starter motor. Philip got nothing. Max put spoiler. Angus put suspension. David put spoiler, so Max and David cancel each other out. I'm so sorry, Max. I'm so sorry. And then, yeah. Tom, you put seatbelt. I thought we were friends? It's okay. No points. It's okay. I'm not that obsessed about winning this game. I'm not. It's okay. No. It's okay. I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing. You have to give the rest of us a chance to catch up occasionally. Okay. So number 4, things found on a map. I put C's. C. Angus also put C. Andrew and Tom put street. Angus did nothing. David did Saratoga. Is that a place? South Africa. Not sure if that makes sense. Yeah, it does. It's on a map. Street. Sorry, Becca. Because you put C. Why did I not think of, like, countries? There's, like, things found on a map. And I'm like, oh, yes, the technical parts of what makes up a map. And I'm like, why didn't I just put a place? I could have put so many places, but I didn't. I put C's. So, I was going to answer that. I got no points for that. Who did get points? Not Angus, not Andrew, not Tom, not Matt. David gets point, Philip gets point, and Max gets point. Yeah. I know. I do live in a town that I'm not going to say out loud on a live show. Yeah. Didn't know what type of map, like a world map, or I think it doesn't matter, it's just on a map, just any map. You know what would have been fun is if we did something that was found on a Pokemon map. That would have been good. What is a Pokemon town that starts with S? There's so many, I'm sure. Can anybody name one? Can anybody name Saffron City? That's a good one. What's another one that's on there? There's like... Man, I can't remember. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So, I didn't get a point for that. Number 5, athletes. So it's the last thing I wrote down. I put Serena Williams. Andrew got nothing. Philip got nothing. Tom got nothing. Angus didn't write anything. Smith Ethel. Yeah, you can totally do that actually. You can put the last name, comma, Sandra Bullock, quite the driver in Speed. I don't think that Sandra Bullock counts as an athlete, unfortunately. I would say yes if you're like, she totally played golf once. I watched that golf game, then I would have counted it, but she probably didn't even drive in Speed. It's probably not her, fortunately. Serena Williams was a good one. It was the last thing I wrote down. Yeah, technically I only had time to write Serena Will, but it does say Serena Williams, I promise. Number 6, so I did get a point. Who else got a point? Did nobody else write anything down except for... Who got one? David got one. Cool. Number 6, a 4-letter word. I put soft. We have step, scab, salt, sold, same. That's a good one. Snow. Yeah, see, that was a lot easier. Nobody put shit, so that's cool. And then David said spam. Cool. Everybody gets a point. Yay! Did Jordan say the answer? Yeah, cool. Number 7, items in a refrigerator. I put salami. Andrew says, nobody put it to make you swear, but I said it anyway. I swear a lot. Like, I actually need to, like, remember to not say as much. A stick of butter. That counts. Syrup, sauce, Swiss cheese. Is that everybody? Salad. Oh, 2 people put salad. Tom and Andrew both put salad. Yeah. Angus says Swiss cheese is a long shot. I don't think so. I mean, Swiss cheese, like, it's in a lot of fridges. I think you're good. I put salami. So, everybody except Andrew and Tom. Did Jordan say their answer? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, cool. I get a point. Angus gets a point. Philip gets a point. David gets a point. Max gets a point. That's everybody. Next one. Farm animals. This is also one that I wrote, like, very last minute. Sheepdog. I couldn't think of anything, but I finally got a good one. Andrew put swine. That's a good one. Max put snake. Tom says nothing. David put sheep. Philip put swan. Angus put sheep. Jordan put sheep. So David, Angus, and Jordan don't get one. I put sheepdog. I can't believe I couldn't think of the word sheep, but I was like, sheepdog, that's great, but sheep never came to mind. But it's probably good that it didn't, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten a point. Actually, it's supposed to be the other side. I don't know what I'm doing. Right. So, does snake count as a farm animal? I guess it depends on if you mean animals that are actively worked on in a farm or animals that just exist on a farm. I'm going to be fair and say that there's probably snakes on the farm. Like, they're not being milked or anything, but there are snakes on a farm. I was going to put spider because I just kept thinking of Charlotte's Web, but I didn't think it was going to go very well. So I think it's fine. You guys can vote. Do you think that Max should get a point? I think Max should get a point because Max has had some trouble in the past because they keep sharing answers with other people. So yeah, go for it. Take your points. Take it and run. Yeah, it's your day today. Oh, cool. So I get a point. Who else gets a point? Max gets a point. Andrew gets a point. Philip, Swan. I don't know. Swan on a farm. Let's debate Philip's answer of Swan. Philip says woolly snakes are on a plane at least. That was an older comment I didn't read. Maybe it's a ninja swan. If Max's counts, then Philip's should. I don't know if I've ever seen a swan on a farm though. Like there are definitely snakes. If it's near a river or a sea, then swans live there naturally. That's true. I guess so. Sure. Fine. You get your point. Okay. Although everybody who's watching this later in the comments, you can write down, do you think it counts? It'll give them something to comment about, instead of just, why do you do live shows? This is boring, who would pay for this? Nobody asked you. So the next one is street names. This one's, again, kind of like a free point, because anything could be a street name. I literally wrote South Avenue, and I promise you that one exists. We don't pay for this. This is a bonus. Yeah, street names. It's one of those things where it's like, Philip says surprisingly they got nothing, and then David put St. Clair Avenue. Andrew put a blank. Really? You literally could have put anything. You literally could have put Seesaw. You could put Snoop. You could literally put anything, and it would have probably been a real street somewhere. Like, you guys should have taken it. You say that, but I put down 7th Street. That's fine. St. Andrew Street, Angus and Jordan cancel each other out. Tom put Sideview Drive. Matt said All that came to mind was Privet Drive. If only it had been a P. But it wasn't. I'm so sorry. Do you need a hug? Here. Here you go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you lost. Cool. Right. So who gets points? Max gets points. Tom gets points. David gets a point. And I get a point. Cool. Yay! Number 10, things at the beach. This is really funny that things at the beach starts with an S because we're going to get sand, sea, seashells. I put seagulls, personally. Max put sand. Philip put snorkel. That's a good one. Sand is a good one. Maybe Max will get lucky and everyone will think that sand was too common so nobody else would have written it. Tom also put sand. Andrew, you know what you should have done though is you did a blank. You could have written sand, and then if you were either you would have looked out or you would stop other people from getting points. So always write it down even if it's simple, because someone else might write it down and then they don't get points either. Yeah. Okay, so Philip put snorkel, Max gets counted out, Jordan put shell. That's the thing. It's one of those things where you're like, it's so simple, I'm not gonna write it. Then you write it. Shell. Tom gets canceled out. Angus put sunscreen. That works. I put seagulls. So I get a point, Jordan gets a point, Philip gets a point, Angus gets a point. I think that's everybody. And it's just really funny. It's like, S. Something on a beach. And I'm like, okay. Like, immediately. So many things come to mind. Okay. Number 11, colors. Again, go wild. I put seafoam green. Philip got nothing. Sapphire, silver. Like, think of all the names that are on just like a crayon box. Like, burnt sienna. You could just put sienna, like non-burnt sienna. So Andrew got sapphire, Max got silver, Tom got sandalwood. Sure. David also got silver, so Max got unlucky yet again. Then Jordan had nothing, and then Angus had nothing. Cool, so I get something, Andrew gets something, that's it. Ding. Then number 12, tools. I put saw. I figured it was better to do that than... Oh, cool. So we have some fun answers here. We got shovel, sander, sickle, socket wrench, screwdriver. Those are all great. Jordan also put shovel. No! Max, no! Max got canceled out again. And then David put a sledgehammer. That's so sad. Cool. I got a point. Andrew got a point. Philip got a point. Tom got a point. Angus got a point. And David got a point. Let's see who got the most points. 1, 2. I got 10 points. I think that's the most I've ever gotten on a single list. I think there's been times where my entire score was less than 10 for all 3 categories. Cool. So Andrew got 5, Tom got 5, David got 9, Philip got 8, Jordan got 2, Angus got 8. What'd be good is that if when you get it right, you circle them or you give an X, so it's easier to count. Max, were you the one who voted for reading? Were you the one who voted for reading? Oh no! Oh no! He's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to read. And everyone's like, yeah, do it. He's like, oh god. Oh no! Oh no! We should give Max a point because he voted against this. Max, take a point, please. Please. Okay. Next one. Max says they're having fun. Cool, then I take that point back. That was just if you were having a bad time. It was a sorry point. It's fine. Or web-based Cards Against Humanity. We could do that in the future, probably. Cool. Let's move on to list 4. List number 4. Or we could do 6 since that was the other one people are voting for. Or we could just go 3, 4, 6. I'm just going to give you number 4. Bing. Also, if anybody who's talking to me right now, or anybody in the comments can think of another game that can be played over this so it's not just categories every time, that'd be great. Cards of Humanity, maybe we'll do that next time. This cat is so adorable. She's so cute. Okay, list 4. Bing. Now, make sure that everybody has their card in front of them. List 4. Oh, I did give list 4, hopefully. Yeah, we can do all 3. That'll be good. The letter. I haven't rolled the letter yet. You can't tell, but I'm doing this under the frame. Cards Against Humanity Online that your friends play. Sure. Let's do that next time. Let's do that next time. You know, because remember that game site they used to be called I'm in Like With You, and then they changed it to OMG Pop? And there was things you could play, like you had to draw something. We should do that next time. Work it in. Work it out, work it out, work it out. We can do that. That'd be fun. Let's explore other things that we can play besides categories so that Max might get something. Yeah, there's a game where it's like, he has to be like, okay, draw King Trident, and you have to draw it within a certain amount of time and people have to like guess it. So maybe we could have like a private room where we do that, and then I'll just have like this on the side. That'd be cool. The thing is, it would be difficult to show people who are watching later. I guess I could also just screen share. That could be part of it. I could screen share, but then it wouldn't be my face. But then people could see what's going on. We'll figure it out. I'll work it out before then. And just hope so their new work schedule will let you come along. Be working nights soon. If there's a time that works better for you that everybody else can agree on, like that's fine. Like I just keep putting it at the last Sunday of the month at 2 p.m. my time because every time I ask and everyone's like, that works, and it's like, well, I mean, if anybody else would be better. It's almost always like UK people too. But a lot of people from, not many people from the US usually come to these. So I always ask like, hey, you guys could go to this one, and they just don't. So. Cool. I'm gonna roll this now. Does everybody have their list 4? You actually requested off on Sundays just for this live show? That's beautiful. It's 11 p.m. here. Cool. Letter L. L as in loser. Or I'm trying to think of an ASMR artist whose thing starts with an L. Is there an ASMR artist that starts with Latrice ASMR? Latrice ASMR. She's new. You should check her out. I could give a link somewhere. I like her. She does good videos. She has like only a few out. She's nice. Cool. Lady Lucidity ASMR art. Thank you, Andrew. I haven't watched them. Maybe I should. Cool. Let me just write down L's for everything, so I don't accidentally do S's again. Plus it helps me think to see the letter already there. Cool. Let's do it. Am I subscribed to her? Probably. I'm subscribed to a lot of people. So I probably actually have watched. I've watched a lot of ASMR videos, so I probably have watched something by anybody you suggest. Number 3 is also a real bonus one, because you could put anything. I'm doing so badly. Oh god, I'm running out of time. I wasn't prepared. Angus is laughing at me. Andrew, was it Andrew that disappeared? Yeah, Andrew disappeared, so hope they had good answers. Tom got scared. And Max says, how did I do worse? I don't know, but I ended up doing fairly well, I think. Angus jumped. I'm so sorry. Okay, so number 1, heroes. I just kept thinking of Martin Luther King, but I didn't know if that counted. If I could put Luther, comma, Martin King, it wouldn't really work. And then I thought Martin Luther is also a person, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I would consider him a hero. Didn't he just like start a new religion, like Lutheranism, like that sect of Christianity? So I just didn't put anything. Tom got nothing. Max put Lara Croft. That's a good one. David put Loki. You know what? He is not a hero, okay? Loki is a villain. So, I guess, like, I don't know. I'm just, Phil put Lady Marvel. Sure. Angus had nothing. David. Yeah, I'm just gonna. That'd be like saying, you know who's a hero? Let's see. Like Dracula. There you go. Do you know who's a hero? I guess so. In the Norse religion, he's not a villain. In the movies, he is, but really, he's just like mischievous. He's just kind of a dick. So, to some people, I guess he could be the hero of other people who are dicks. It is up to you to decide. Oh, yeah, it's up to you. Jordan put Lance Armstrong. Tom put Lex Luthor. Hero dicks, yeah. So, I have nothing. Tom, sure. Jordan, sure. Philip, yes. Max, yes. David, fine. I guess heroes can be subjective. Subjective. Cool, and then Angus has nothing. Tom says you're joking, Lex Luthor is not a hero. Yeah, I'm sure that he's not. So, sure. Just, I don't have time for this. I'm just kidding. Awkward. Cool, I got nothing for the first point. Let us move on from that moment. Number 2, gifts and presents. I put lingerie. You don't know who Lex Luthor is? He has something to do with Superman. That's all I know. I'm so sorry. I know that when he was in Smallville, and he was bald and kind of a dick. That's all I remember. My parents watched it. Angus put lollipop. Sure. Kids get lollipops as presents all the time. Max put loofah. Philip also put loofah. You spelled it differently, but I think that you're saying loofah, right? Tom put lotion. Yeah, people always give, when you don't know what to give someone, you just give them bath things. You're like, here's some lotion and some body spray. David put lasso. Sure. I'm sure that people get lassos. Like I said, number 2 is you can pretty much give anything. You could literally give sand to somebody. So, have fun. Sure. So, David gets a point. Philip and Max cancel each other out. Tom gets a point. Angus gets a point. Andrew says they have nothing for 1 and 2. That's okay, we're only on number 2. And then I get a point. So, cool. Circle your thing if you get a point. You know who you are. Number 3, terms of endearment. Again, you could have put anything. Number 3, I put love muffin. Andrew put lover. Max put lovey-dovey. Angus put lovey-dovey. David put love my wife forever. Philip put love. Tom put lovey-dovey. You could have put anything. You could have put like little chicken, loser. Like some people call each other loser as a term of endearment. I do this all the time in these live shows. Yeah. Tom. Yeah. Tom and Angus did the same thing. So Tom was like, lovey-dovey, Angus! And then Angus was like, Tom! Yeah. So I get a point for love muffin. David gets a point. Andrew gets a point. Max gets a point. No, yeah, Max gets a point, right? Because Lovely's is different than lovey-dovey. So, sure, Max gets a point. Yay! Yay! Cool, I get one too. Cool. Number 4, kinds of dances. I put limbo. David put locomotion. Andrew put Latin. Angus? 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 Angus put limbo as well. I think this is the first time I didn't get one because other people said it. No, you know what? The other time I didn't get it was because of C's, which was also Angus. So I guess great minds think alike. It's okay. I guess we talk so much that like it's bound to happen that we'll get at least one answer per game. Jordan passed, and then Tom put lambada. I don't know what that is. Is that a thing? I'm gonna see if I. What is that? Cool that it exists. Yeah, it looks like a dance. It's a film apparently, but it also has a music video thing, and the thumbnail is of people dancing on a beach. So I'm gonna give that to you. Max put lumberjack. Is there such thing as a lumberjack dance? There literally is. There is a song by Timber, or by someone, called the Lumberjack Dance that literally exists. Like, there's already several videos. The Bavarian Lumberjack Dance, Lumberjack Tutorials Dance, Lumberjack Dance, Do the Lumberjack, a hot new dance. And this is around 2011, 2013, so you got it. Yeah. Why does everyone's like, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay? What's that about? Cool. I'm gonna move on. I don't get a point. Who gets a point? Max gets a point. No, Philip. Philip was the one who got a point. Philip gets a point. No, Max got a point. Yeah, it was Max. Max gets a point. Right. So, there's so many words. Let me scroll up. David gets a point. Andrew gets a point. Max gets a point. Tom gets a point. Cool. Right, number 5. Things that are black. I put lots of things. Andrew put lace. That's a good one. That's actually really good. Max says, I don't know if we should count things that could be inherently black rather than something that could be man-made into any color. No, like, literally just says things that are black. It's not that big of a deal. Licorice. Oh, that was good, except two people got that. Jordan put a black Labrador. It's a Labrador, yeah. So, Max put a lift. I guess, technically, that makes sense. There can be a black elevator. Angus got nothing. Does mine count? I put lots of things. Does that count? No. Tom puts no. Wow. Too general. Everyone else can vote now. Angus says that it's cheeky, but yes for creativity. And then Max says, no extra points now that I'm actually getting points. Wow. You come into my live show, into my house. That's true. Lots of things are also not black. Number 6, I have nothing. I just have the letter L. 6 is vehicles, by the way, for people who are watching. Philip says nothing. Andrew says limo. Max says Land Rover. Tom says Lamborghini. And then Angus says Lexus. And then Jordan says Lincoln. And then David says Lotus. Wow, everybody else knows a lot more cars than I do. I just kept thinking of the word Prius. So, yeah. Cool. Everybody gets a point, except for Philip, who didn't write anything, and except for me, who also didn't write anything. I am not doing as well on this one. It's okay, Philip. We can be losers together. Cool. Number 7, tropical locations. I put Lima. I don't know, something about person. What is that person's name? Ernest Hemingway. He had something to do with going to Lima, right? That's a place, right? I know that it means lemon in Spanish, but yeah. Lima, Peru. Cool. Max put nothing. Andrew put nothing. Tom put nothing. Philip put nothing. David! David put Lima. Wow. 3 people. Oh. And then Jordan passed. And Angus passed. That's cool. Number 8, college majors. I put library studies because I know that you have to have a degree to be a librarian, which surprised me at first because you apparently have to get like a pretty hardcore degree to be a librarian. So that counts. Andrew put literature. Tom put linguistics. Angus also put literature. Max put limping. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to. It's a no for me, Max. It's a no for me. Whatever do you mean? Oh wow, it's already 3 o'clock. Well, we haven't even gone through 1.5 of them, so we can just keep going if you want. if everybody has time. And David put labor and employment studies. Sure. Tom has time. Max has time. I have time. Cool. Okay, so Andrew cancels out Angus. Tom gets one. David gets one. Andrew says probably doesn't have time, but I'll stay for as long as you're here for. That's what I like to hear. Okay. The next one, 9, dairy products. I put Lucerne milk because that's a brand here. It's a Save Mart brand. Philip put lollipop. That can be true. There's those little weird like cow milk lollipops that are like split. They're like chocolate banana or strawberry banana, little weird milk type things. Yeah. And they come in like this weird metal milk can thing. David put Lactantia milk. I'm sure that's a thing. Max passed, Jordan passed, Angus passed, Philip gets lollipop, Andrew gets lactose. And yeah. Cool. So many people get points. Number 10. Things in a souvenir shop. I put little angel statues. Lactose is a really good answer. Andrew has nothing. Max has nothing. Tom put lanyard. Sure. Philip says nothing. Everybody? What's a lanyard? A lanyard is like those necklaces that you have your keys hanging off of, or like coaches have like a whistle. It's a lanyard. Yeah. Cool. And then Angus put lantern. Sure. Max likes, I'm learning. Learning is good. David put liquor. I don't think they can sell liquor at a souvenir shop. I guess they can, actually. I was kind of thinking of, like, a thrift store, but technically a souvenir shop is not really a thrift store. So they probably totally have alcohol at souvenir shops. Enjoy that. Ancient liquor. Yeah. You're like, this bottle of Bud Light is from 1989. It's aged to perfection. A shady souvenir shop. Yeah. It sells. Yeah. I get a point. Who else gets a point? Angus gets a point. Tom gets a point. Drink up, you may not live. Yeah. Have a bottle that comes with this lanyard. True. True, true. Number 11. Things in your purse or wallet. I put linked. Andrew put license. Philip put lipstick. Jordan also put license. Angus put license. And Max put license. And Tom put nothing. I can't believe nobody wrote down lint. I thought that was going to be... I'm feeling good. I'm doing well. Max has nothing in their wallet. You had $5 in your wallet? You couldn't be here. Oh, and then David put lozenges. Sure, that's a good one. Good, good, good. Number 12. World records. I put longest toenails. Andrew said he had $5, and then the PayPal payment went out. Yeah. Angus put longest nails. See, that's the thing, is when most people think of nails, they think of fingernails. So I put toenails, specifically. Does that cancel each other out? Everyone else put nothing. Max put leaning. Jordan put nothing. Longest nails. Do we cancel each other out? You put nails, and I put toenails. Different. Yeah, see? He was thinking about fingernails. It's different. That's why I wrote toenails, because David put longest time buried alive. That is intense. David goes hard or goes home. Fantastic. And then Tom put that is morbid. No, that is a winning points categories. That's what that is. It would depend on if there's a different record for each toe and fingernail. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're separate, because I know that there's some people who have longest fingernails and they like curl like this, and it's like, how do you use the bathroom? Who has been helping you use the bathroom for the years it's taken you to cut your nails? How are they not broken yet? And how do you eat? Who are the people who are like in a relationship with these people, or like family members of these people, who are like, I appreciate what you're doing. I will help you use the bathroom. I will help you eat. I will help you do everything so that you can win. Do you even win money if you like break a record? Do you win anything besides like just being in the book of world records? He's like, did you drive to this TV interview? The longest two-wheel office chair leaning record. Sure. Okay. You can get that point, Max. This time. It'd be sad if you got the book. You're like, here you go, you're in this book, here's a free copy of this book. And they're just like, I've ruined the last 5 years of my life for this. It was worth it. Cool. So I'm gonna say Angus and I get a point. What do you guys think? It's like, congratulations, you're the Pope, have a Bible. Yeah. Did you know that there's a church called just like the Bible Church? And it's like going to a college called the Textbook College. Textbook University. You get a point each. Yay! I get a point. Cool, add up your points. I got 7 points. Wow, look at that horrible 7 I just drew. What is that? What even? Andrew got 5 again. Not bad for being AFK half the time. That's good. It's like a badly drawn pelican. I can turn it into a pelican. Let's go. There. Wait, hold on. I need to finish this. Cool. There you go. There's the pelican for you. Extra point if the pelican turns out nice. Man. Where was even my 7 originally? This was my 7. I'd like you to appreciate where the 7 was. It was right here. Something like that. Beautiful. That's a horrible pelican. Do I get an extra point? That's a dying pelican. Wow, Max, you're sure getting real cocky for someone who has been getting bonus points the whole time. Wow. Minus points for Maximilian. Minus 10 points for disrespect. Tom says we're all pretty salty today. Yeah. Minus 10 is all score from 2 rounds. What is it about Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros? Just I can't breathe. And then just R.I.P. softly watches. Okay. I got an extra point. It was pelican, okay? You suck. Okay. Anyway, I got 7 points. The 7 is a lot more respectable. Okay. Let's go to list 6. I chose. And Max, you don't get minus 10 points. I was just kidding. Okay, I'm dying. My cheeks hurt. Okay, list 6. Moving on. Okay. List 6. This one is slightly blurry, but you can still read it. Promise. Everyone let me know when you have acquired list 6. Then I will roll this object. Andrew's ready, Tom is ready, Angus ready, Bill has acquired it, cool guy sunglasses emoji. Max says, that's what you said. You said 2 R's. Jordan's ready, cool. Who wants to guess what it's going to be? If you guess correctly, you get a point. I don't think there is a Q. They've taken out the letters that are really difficult, like Z's and stuff. So I would try again. It's not going to be Q. So anything that sounds like Z's and Q's, it does not happen on here. So we have F, S, D. Wow. It was a D right here. Yeah, D for damn. You're right, Tom. D for damn. Everybody write a bunch of D's down on your paper. We're going to have a whole bunch of D words. Cool. Draw some D's. Yep. Cool. List 6. Everybody ready? Angus is ready. Philip says ga 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 ga. Max says R. Andrew says ready. Everyone's ready. Cool. Go. I'm bad at everything. I'm gonna fool. Ah! Wow. I could have done so much better, but I ran out of time. I could have done so much better. That's the sucky thing, is like I knew that I could think of something, but it wasn't coming right away, so I'd skip it to try and find answers that I did know right away. So it's like I totally could have done better. There was not enough time. Motivation dough, yeah. So number 1, nicknames. I put Daddy Longlegs. Tom put Dan. Andrew put Doc. Angus put Dickhead. My dad was in the military with somebody named Richard Head. That went well. Max put Dick. Go for it. They're technically different. Tom was like, damn, Angus, yeah. You don't mess around. You don't mess around with Angus, or he'll call you a dickhead. Yeah, cool. So, Philip put dumbass. Wow, we are really friendly to our friends. Unless we just nickname people we don't like. Yeah, Angus, it's okay. It's okay. It's a nickname. Like I said, my dad knew somebody named Richard Head. What do you think his nickname was? Cool, so I get 1, and then Tom gets 1, Andrew gets 1, Angus gets 1, Philip gets 1, Max gets 1. Did Jordan answer? Cool. Let us know if you didn't write anything. So I got 1. Yay! Number 2, things in the sky. I put deities. Gosh! Darn it! Angus? Philip put doves. Angus also put deities. Tom put doves. Max put drones. And yeah, everyone else put doves. Yeah. Angus was like, Becca, are you serious? And Tom was like, you! Yeah. Wow. Did anybody get a point? Max got a point. Wow, Max. You're doing really well. No more free points for you. Douchebag. That is a D word. Ducks. Right. So number 3. Ducks do count. Right. So number 3 was pizza toppings. I just have the letter D. I couldn't think of anything. Double pepperoni. That's a good one. Domino's herbs. Sure. Why not? Jordan put nothing. Max put dandelion. I mean, the thing is, people make dandelion tea, so why not make dandelion pizza? Because you can put anything on a pizza. You could put a cat on a pizza. Probably shouldn't eat cat pizza, but you could place a cat on a pizza. I'm just saying. Is it like a fancy pizza? Yeah, people actually, dandelion tea is a thing, so why not put it on? People make dandelion salad, so I can imagine some people have created dandelion pizza. David put diced tomatoes. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Max, if you don't want it to count, then I will be happy to take a point away from you. Okay, I put nothing. Number 4, colleges and universities. I put Dartmouth. Dartmouth? Dartmouth? I don't know how you pronounce it, but Angus put Detroit University. Does that count? Is that a thing? I mean, it probably is. Yeah, it's totally a thing. Technically, it's called the University of Detroit, but I don't think anybody cares. Yeah. Tom put Denver. Max? Max? You have been hustling us for the past 3 games? The past 3 live shows, and then here you come. You just waltz in here, and we think that we're safe. We think, wow. And then here you come. Wow. Okay, number 5 and 6, I have nothing. I could have thought of something, but I didn't have time. Number 5 is fish. Tom has nothing. Max has nothing. Philip has nothing. Andrew has nothing. Jordan has nothing. Angus has nothing. That's a really sad thing to say. It's like Philip has nothing at all in his life. Angus has nothing. Andrew has nothing. Philip says they have nothing but you guys. No, I guess you have things. Okay. You clearly have a computer. That's something. Right, anyway, number 6 is countries, and I also have nothing. Andrew says nothing but Becca, and I'm leaving soon. David put Domino Fish. Phil put Denmark. Angus put Denmark. Jordan put Denmark. Tom put Denmark. Andrew put nothing. I put nothing. And then more Denmark. Everyone went to Denmark. What are some other places that it could have been? I guess you could have put Germany if you did it in German, but I think that would probably be breaking the rule to do things in other languages. Cool. So number 7, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to have the exact same answer for number 7 because it is things that have spots. And I put a Dalmatian. Oh, wow, we actually have other ones. Andrew. Also Tom. Also Max. But David put dice and Phil put dresses because they are creative. Whereas, oh no, it's okay, because don't worry, Andrew, because Max and Angus also wrote down Dalmatian. And I knew that it was going to happen. I knew that it was. Gone with dogs, it's okay. Like, if I ever, like, give you crap on this, I'm completely joking. Number 7. We already did number 7. I don't get a point. Number 8, I have nothing. Number 8 is historical figures, and I just kept thinking of Winston Churchill. And FDR. Andrew put the Dalai Lama. That's a good one. Philip has nothing. Tom has nothing. Angus has nothing. And then Max put Dr. Martin Luther King. Yeah, sure. Well, I don't know. It's not really his name. It's just a title. You could literally be like Dr. anything. So, I don't think so, Max. Not this time. Not this time. He's like, oh, please help me. I never get any points. I'm sick. No. I'm not falling for your tricks anymore. Duke of Wellington, says David. That's a good one. That is a good one. I have nothing. Nothing, tra-la-la. Cool. Number 9 is something you're afraid of. I put dying alone. Philip put dancing ghosts. Max is afraid of ducks, apparently. Andrew isn't afraid of anything. David is afraid of demons. Angus is afraid of darkness. Yeah, I originally wrote dark rooms, and then I crossed it out and wrote dying alone. Tom put dark. So yeah, Angus and Tom cancel each other out because dark and darkness are the same thing. Yeah. They're yelling at each other. They're about to have a duel. Yes, less points for other people. But yeah, I like how Andrew isn't afraid of anything. Good on you, Andrew. Never let the world hold you back. Swords or pistols? That is up to somebody, I'm sure. You guys can decide for yourselves. Right. Let us move on to number 11. Items in this room. Dog pictures. Andrew says they're afraid of things, just nothing beginning with D. Wow, I was trying to give you something here. I really was. And you let it go. Did we miss 10? Yes, we did miss 10. Number 10, I have nothing, that's why. I was like, Number 10 is terms of measurement. Andrew put decibel. Angus put displacement. Phil put dozen. David also put decibel, so Andrew and David cancel each other out. More duels to happen to the death. Max put deciliter. That's a good one. Tom put decimal. That's also a good one. Must be nice to live in the UK where you use decent measurement systems. Must be nice. Because those things don't immediately come to mind. Yeah, decent measurements. Yeah. Not here. I'm sitting here being like feet, miles, cup, pint, and it's nothing. Quarts, no. Nothing. Decent measurements. Philip What did you put? Dozen. Yeah, sure. Goes for it. You can have a deciyard. I don't think anyone's ever said that, though. I don't think anyone has ever said that before. Metric is where it's at. Literally, it is, because I live in the only country that does not use metric. Like, why? Like, how many feet are in a mile? Some crazy random number that nobody knows. Like, why? Yeah, it's a tenth of a yard. That's what somebody would say. Yeah, feet. Inches. What's funny is the only thing that we regularly use that is metric, it's like feet, inches, centimeters. Centimeters is the only one we just decide that, like, we don't have any weird name for something smaller than an inch. Let's just use centimeter. Who cares? Use it as why not bananas? It's like, oh, so 6 bananas. It's funny because my teacher class before last used the word banana so much. He was like, and he was a top banana. And then he was like, and it was just bananas, guys. And he was like, and he was just talking bananas. And it's like, wow. That is something there. But who here in this chat is not in the U.S.? Angus is in Scotland. Martin Luther King was the top banana of his day. I'm sure that he was. Eighths or thousandths. Yeah, I'm in the U.S. I live on the West Coast. I live in California. Right. Anyway, let's move on to number 12, book titles. I put the Da Vinci Code. No, we already did 11. Or I guess I remember reading 11, but then you guys were like, did we miss 10? And so then I had to go back. Okay, so number 11, dog pictures. A drink. A desk. A drawing board. Pass. Philip, you could have looked around the room and been like, wow, that is something that exists. David put dumbbell weights. Max put dick. Well, Max. Good to know. Good to know. Kind of a reach, but my Dr. Mario amiibo here. Sure. Sure. Go for it. See, Dr. Mario is like a character, like specifically like Dr. Mario, like the Doctor. It's a name, but yeah. Cool. Thinking of Philip, he might have one. Possibly. Cool. So, if you have points, go ahead and give yourself a point. You know who you are. Number 12, finally. Book titles. The Da Vinci Code. Dune, Death from Above, Dark Force Rising. Philip passed. And Max also says pass, reading is for scrubs. Yeah. I'm not even reading anything that you have to say, because reading is for scrubs. And then Phil says, looks like I could have just thought of something that sounds fancy and intriguing. Yeah. Max says backfired. Cool. So give yourself points and then add them up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 points. Isn't that nice? Max got 5. Andrew also got 5. Philip got 4. Angus got 7. How many points did Jordan get? Tom got 4. For Angus. Did a good job. Cool. Jordan, how many points did you get? Speak up, child, we cannot hear you. 10. At least I'm consistent. Okay, so let's add up the points for everything. I got 21 points. 21 total. Tom got 13, Philip got 16, Andrew got 15, Max got 15, Angus got 16. Jordan still hasn't given their amount. Are they here? Did they disappear? I think Jordan dropped out of the call. And David got 29. Well, David always wins, but I got second place. Woo! Look at, yay! Pelican. Cool. This has been an hour and a half. And Jordan's gone again, so it's like, hey Jordan, you won something last time, but you didn't say anything. So I was gonna remind you, but you're gone. You're gone. Dropped out when the duel was declared. Okay. Leaving out of spite, yeah. Cool. So, people who won was Andrew and Philip, right? Was it Andrew and Philip? Who was it? Philip won a thing, and then who won the second one? Who won the second of a sticker? Cool. Yeah, and I remember Philip won something. So don't forget to send me an email at softlygaloshes@gmail.com with your address, the sticker that you want, and which kind of card that you would like. These are the cards. This card, this one. And if you get it to me today, then I can just get all the prizes done today, and I'll mail them like right now. It'll be good. Okay. I'm gonna go now. Thank you, everybody, for existing and showing up and having fun and winning things, and we'll probably play Cards of Humanity next time, Cards Against Humanity next time. This is an hour and a half this time, because you guys are special. Bye!